is brought to you in part by Indiana Members Credit Union, #1 in Indy, and by Bob Evans Restaurant. Hearty meals kids love at a price they can't beat. Bob Evans. Fourth quarter we go. First down and 10. And the sophomore quarterback is leading the charge right now for Dwenger. I like this Kimes. He's heady. Kimes stopped on the play by Agresta.
Yeah, Fort Wayne offensively 187 yards on the day. Roncalli 146, and it is and starts with the quarterback, and only a sophomore, which is incredible. Kimes does a great job at orchestrating this offense.
Second in the yard. Kimes keeps. Kimes 40, 35. Kimes to go all the way to the 7-yard line. Wow. Games are won by senior leadership and execution, but this sophomore has been incredible today.
Yeah, he'll just take the fake and follow the fake guy. Watch this. He fakes, and then he goes, yeah, it's open, so I'm going to take it up. Now he cuts back. He sees that opening, and now it's just a foot race, and guy's got the angle, but he almost doesn't make the tackle. Great play, big play in a big game.
A 48-yard romp by the quarterback, finally stopped by Tim Sergey. First and goal from the 6. Inside the 5, down to about the 3 for Zach Till. Agresta on the stop. Second and 2.
You know, just like we were talking about from the previous games yesterday, is you never know, because here's Roncalli was up 10-0, and all of a sudden you got Fort Wayne back on top, 14 now to 10, and there's a good shot at Dan Kimes, 14 rushes.
Going to the 2 off the left side. Ooh. Boy, some real hitting going on. Agresta again right there. And that'll force a third down situation. Sergey also in on the play.
That's when you really find out about character of a defense. And I love defenses, but, you know, it's whether they just fold once they get down there or they get tougher. Look at this. Both of them hit him at the same time, simultaneously, and stuff him at the line. Good job. Making them kick the field goal? No, they're going to go for it. Oh, it's only third down.
Stevenson also applying a pretty good pop there to play. Quarterback keeps. He's across the 20. He's in. A touchdown run from a couple yards out by Dan Kimes, and Dwenger adds a little bit more to their lead on top now, 20-10.
Kimes again does a great job at running the option. And some quarterbacks will take it down the line of scrimmage. He fakes and then follows. Watch this. He's looking for his opportunity. Instead of taking the chance of maybe pitching the ball, he just says, well, shoot, if there's an opening there, I'm going to take it, and he does. And another score for the sophomore.
Well, we like the quarterback had knowledge of Dury in the game that we saw him 3A, how smart he was and how he could see the field and read plays. This kid, this sophomore Kimes, very much like that in the way that he can pick a defense apart. We'll keep it right here, reminding you that Indiana Members Credit Union is a proud sponsor of high school football on WHMB TV 40. Indiana Members Credit Union, #1 in Indy. And a reminder that Methodist Sports Medicine Center provides sports medicine coverage for the Colts, Barry Krause's former team, Indiana Firebirds. I think you had something to do with them too, didn't you? 10 Indiana colleges, as well as more than 20 Indiana high schools. To learn more about one of the Midwest sports medicine leaders, call 1-800-SPORTS-MED or visit the web at methodistsports.com. Sports, work, life. We keep you in the game.
You know, football is such a great game. You really can't enhance it too much, but if I had to, I think arena football brings a little different aspect. It's called a wall. It would be kind of fun to have the walls real close when you're playing. There's a scoring drive of Bishop Dwenger, 5 plays, 63 yards, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Kimes finish it off for his second touchdown of the day. And you're impressed with him, aren't you?
I like this Dwenger team, with all due respect to Roncalli, and I guess it's because we saw them play last week, and I saw what they did to a very good South Bend Clay team, and they were trailing 14-0. I tell you what, they came back, and I credit the coaching staff. You don't come from behind and begin to shut people down just by playing harder. I think it's been a great tribute to this coaching staff and Chris Schwartzkopf. And the other direction we go, and a great return by Dustin Russell. Roncalli still has a lot of fight in him.
And, you know, that field position is critical. Look at that. Look where that ball is right now.
Coming up next, the 5A state championship game. Ben Davis and Fort Wayne Snyder. Bob Nagel and Jerry Baker on hand to bring you that contest. Yeah, I'll be on the sidelines for that 5A game. That'll be fun. Have to keep out of the way those big 5A guys. Now the pass off the pitch. Well executed, but a little long on the play for Dustin Russell. You notice how the fans kind of got to their feet on that one? They saw that one developing.
Those are fun to watch develop. And like you said, all the fans saw it. We saw it. That back, actually that wide receiver getting himself out there. And too much firepower on that throw. But it was a good idea. Mixing it up a little bit. You got the running game. When you open it up on first down, try to get a big play. Now settle down. You got to get going here. This is a critical drive, critical series for Roncalli.
Timeout here at the RCA Dome. Roncalli facing a bit of a critical situation with 9:17 left to go, trailing by a score of 21-10. Service Pipe and Supply wants to give you the best service possible, and that's proven by their name. They are a Ridge Tool, Porter Cable, Aquamatic, and pipe valve fitting distributor. Service Pipe and Supply, 302 South New Jersey, downtown Indianapolis. For commercial and retail, call 639-9308.
All right, it's time for Fort Wayne to pick it up offensively. You got to look at Roncalli, Marcus Nally, Johnson, Marshall, Green, Russell. You got your big line, Logan, Warner, Evans, Young. It's time. It's time to respond. Got 9 minutes in the game. You're down by 11 points. Got to get it done. There's the. I know you keep pointing to the Cardinal, Roncalli. He's all around in spirit. Since the first quarter, total offense, Roncalli has 61. Dwenger has 250.
On the swing pass, some decent yardage, and boy, what a hit there by Berghoff. Bart Berghoff upended Kyle Stevenson.
Yeah, you don't want to leave your feet. Carl Stevenson trying to make a play. Try not to leave your feet. Those defensive backs like to take you out. Make one of those spectacular plays. There's a good shot of it. Coming down the sideline, I was like, whoa! Actually got that big hip. Got that thigh in there.
Third down and a couple. Roncalli will keep it on the ground. They're not going to get their 2 yards this time. Sergi will be short. Another good stop on the play by Chase Gorman, who's been very active here tonight.
Right now, just filling the holes. Look at that penetration. Getting upfield. Making the tackle on the other side of the line of scrimmage. That's what you want to do from a defensive standpoint. Good look at those big defensive linemen for Fort Wayne.
4th and a yard for Nick Johnson. On the pitch and a first down. Sergi on the run. Be marked at the 45-yard line. .7:55 left to go. in the 4A state finals game.
Chase Gorman, number 40, actually number 70, did a great job of getting back in the backfield and actually hitting the running back and trying to slow him down, but not enough. Roncalli coming up big in the first down, and those are tough, man. You got to keep that series going, keep the momentum. Roncalli's got to get it done right now.
Roncalli now 3 of 4 on fourth down plays. And another pass out to the left side. Some running room, and nice play by Stevenson. Out of bounds. 7:25 left to go. Nally on the sidelines. And Barry, I don't know if he's 100%.
I don't know if he's going to come back. He limped off after. That's not good when he's showing that knee. That's not a good thing. As he came to that sideline, made that one catch, and was out of bounds and kind of limped off the sideline. So obviously, I don't think we're going to see him back. And let me tell you this, I would believe that has to be more than just a little ache and pain, because in the state game, he's a big player.
Quarterback draw. Johnson, a great job as he cuts to the first down marker. Very close. I believe he's got it. Lucas Gibson on the stop, and a first down for Roncalli.
Good job, Nick Johnson. Take the lead, get them in the huddle, start talking to them, get them focused on where they need to be, man. They got to get serious, put the game face on, finish strong.
Pick up a 5 on the play. First down and 10. Johnson, the pitch, looking to throw. The lob is caught, but he's out of bounds.
What a great catch. That ball was up there, too. He shouldn't have thrown that, but he did a great job of getting it away from the defender. Where
Dustin Russell right
Russell comes down with it. That's great. Watch this now. Don't throw it. Okay, throw it. Now get it away from the defensive back. Look at that. Away from the DB where he... Oh, I don't know about that. He got that foot in there.
That was a catch.
All he needs is one in high school.
Yep, I believe that was a catch.
Where's the red flag? Can they throw a flag?
I think the fans told us by the replay and the response that was a catch. What do you think?
Yes, they're going to review it.
Well, we're going to go beneath the hood and take a timeout here. Roncalli trailing 21-10, 6:58 left. Back in a moment on the IHSAA television network.
Bob Vila tells homeowners how to cut your monthly bills by 50% or more.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila. Sometimes, no matter how hard you work at it, you just can't seem to make ends meet. You're writing those checks every month, and you just barely have enough money to pay your bills, much less save anything. Want to change all that? Here's how. Call Home 123. They can help you cut your monthly bills by as much as 50%. Let's say these are some of your monthly payments. Home 123 can show you how to turn all those payments into one low monthly payment that could be as little as half of what you're paying now. In this example, that would be almost $500 in monthly savings. Just think what you could do with money like that. You could make it happen right now with one call. If you own your home, call Home 123. Even if your credit isn't exactly perfect, they'll come up with a loan that's right for you. Call now and see how easy it can be to make ends meet. There's no obligation, so call this number now to speak to the loan counselors at Home 123. It's how to get the money you need.
A home of your own. It's the American dream. And you've worked hard to make it a reality. So what's next? Let Fifth Third Bank work hard to help you start a new dream by using your home's equity. A Fifth Third Equity Flex Line has our lowest rates in years, plus card access. So where will the dream take you next?
Working hard to be the only bank you'll ever need.
Dwenger on top, 21-10. Bob Nagel, Barry Krause, Craig Wallen here. Second down and 10. And what's this about Nagel and the jar of pickles?
Yeah, he found some pickles. Actually, a pickle jar on the sideline during the game, and a couple containers of...
Whoa. Oh, it's caught at the 20-yard line. A huge play. Tim Surgeon receiving in, and a first down.
Finished that thought, a couple cans of containers of mustard sauce, but let me tell you this. He had the mustard on this one right here. Throws that baby up there. Great break by the defensive back, but it's a little bit too late. Great reception. Good first down.
Stevenson on a 14-yard pass play to Sergi. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. So there is something to be said about pickle juice and cramping and that kind of thing. Right?
That's the word on it. I'm not quite sure. Bob Nagel was supposed to find that information out.
Stevenson. He's been in on a lot of plays here lately. And Johnson's pass is complete for a few more yards. Going to bring up a second down situation.
You know, one of the features Bob Nagel brings to the table is the fact that, you know, the sideline reporter has to be a stealth kind of guy. Nobody can see him because he's got to get that information that really a lot of people don't need to know, but he finds stuff out.
He's on the loose. Yeah, he's on the loose down there. Always looking for.
You can't even find him.
Different angles. Yeah. 10th play of the drive. Second down and 5.
Unbalanced line to the right.
Johnson from the shotgun. Looks right. Steps up. Going to tuck it under to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 7.5 and a first down.
Great job by Johnson taking the ball down. Now watch this now. He's looking down the field again. The maturity, you're impressed with that. Look, does a great job. Doesn't force it. Just takes what he needs, which is just a step over that first down marker.
A 7-yard run. First and goal from the 8. There's time. 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Roncalli playing with a sense of urgency that we haven't seen to this point, trailing 21-10. Johnson looks toward the end zone. No one open there, and simply throws it away.
Good job, because really Fort Wayne did a great job. Their defensive backs were all over those receivers. There wasn't really anywhere to go. And when you think about when you get inside the red zone, which is inside the 20-yard line, all of a sudden your field shrinks and it reduces your offensive capabilities, basically your playbook. It reduces it because the field is reduced. So you really can't have the longer plays or what like that. It's got to be a lot of timing plays, and when the quarterback rolls out like that, hopefully your wide receivers can kind of sneak around in the back and try to get to the back of the end zone and try to make something happen.
Second and goal from the 8. Johnson. Incomplete. Penalty on the play. Pass intended for Stevenson. And I don't know. It appeared to me that you saw the contact, the ball in the hand, and then the hit.
I don't know if it's that helmet-to-helmet thing, but it looked, well, one way to find out is take a replay of it. Here's Nick Johnson. Sets back again. It's just a little in route.
Well,
good job. Oh, it's probably the late hit, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of hard because, you know, as a free safety, you know, you've made your move. You know, it's kind of like the pass rusher on the quarterback. You get all the way there, and it's kind of hard to stop. You finish through with it, and I think that's what they called. Kind of a late hit.
Looked like Murray. There's 42. Nick Murray. He may have been the culprit. And the officials have marked the ball at just inside the 5-yard line. So now first and goal from the 4.5. Roncalli fans have not given up. Boy, well played game.
Yeah. Each team only one penalty on each side.
Johnson again from the shotgun, going to keep racing in. What an acrobatic move by the quarterback, Nick Johnson.
I can see who your favorite is. You wanted him to do well, and he is.
I'll tell you,
only a sophomore. Now look, coming over the sideline where they're going to do a 2-point conversion. They're thinking ahead. Here's a great picture of a quarterback draw. No intentions of throwing the ball. He just takes a couple steps back, and he's got the leaping ability, perseverance, all in one. Just makes it happen. Great job by the young sophomore quarterback.
Is it any question that a team that comes to the state finals has to have a superb leader, an athlete at quarterback, and we have seen tremendous quarterbacks here in the final games.
Take another look at it. Again, it's quarterback draw. You get your blockers. A good job. Look at the hole. Now get up over that defensive player. See, a lot of times it doesn't pay to come in and try to cut guys. Just go over the top. Make a spectacular touchdown. That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
That's one of the ones that you see on TV that you always want to be a part of. But also, we got to keep in mind that Roncalli has only one timeout left. Now, decision making. Right now, this is what the head coach, gets paid all the big bucks for.
Yeah, and they get paid big bucks at this level, don't they, Barry?
Yeah, they do.
What is it? Like $15.95 per hour of practice, plus all the hot dogs you can eat on Friday night. I think that's it.
Well, they probably want what we get in the press box. All that quality food. Hot dogs and chips. They brought out the best. Here we go, man. We're going for two.
Absolutely. Roncalli trailing 21-16, a two-point conversion attempt. Johnson, he's going to be close, and he stood up along the goal line just short of the end zone. Wow, that was huge. Matt Jones, number 14, one of the guys in on the play. Dwenger comes up big defensively.
Yeah, Johnson was having a little bit of indecision where he wanted to go. Look, he's coming down the line of scrimmage. Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to pitch it? He's going to pitch it? He's going to pitch it? Nope. He's going to try to take it, and he runs right into three defenders.
Berghoff, the first of those defenders. That was a huge play.
That was a big-time play.
Yeah, you get 2 points there, and it becomes a 21-18 ball game. Now a field goal could tie it. Now it's a two-possession game. 5:59 left to go in the fourth quarter. Well, not two possession if they score the touchdown, obviously. But there's time. 5:59, as we said, left to go. Our 5A game, and the Ben Davis fans already here. I don't think I have seen any closer games in the coverage of these finals.
It's been great.
I mean, we've seen here this year.
And it's always a lot of fun to broadcast the closer games. Obviously, you got to do a lot of fill time when the games get blown out, but you feel like, you know, we're part of the game, and we want a great production, and we want a good game too.
Zach Till on the return.
And we've been fortunate to have good games. I mean, great games. And they come from behind games where, just like this one, team goes in, it's 10-0, comes back. We talked about Southwood, 14 points down yesterday, coming back and winning 17-14 on a field goal with less than 2 minutes left. So it's been a lot of fun. And if you're not out shopping for Christmas, which most men aren't, they should be in here or watching TV. Because we always wait until the last minute. I'm sure you do too, Greg.
Absolutely. You got that right, Barry. Now Till running wide and cut off. Great defensive play by Roncalli.
All right, let's look at the strategy here. Now, right now, Roncalli's defense has to come up big. They got to come up big, either make a big play, get the ball out, or stop them and make them punt and get field position. There's 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, they only have one timeout, but they need to make something happen defensively right here.
Second and 11. Times, the sophomore quarterback. Oh, you saw that, a busted play?
Yep, when the quarterback goes one way and the back goes the other way, and he stands there and kind of looks around. Whoops. See, I did that one time. I got my arm broken. That's what happens. Good job so far, Roncalli now. Got Fort Wayne 3rd and 11.
Now you find out what kind of tenacity this young quarterback has. 3rd and long at his 27-yard line. He lost it. Got a man out there, and it is incomplete. Now the sophomore Going out to his favorite receiver, Sean Bird. And the official right there, no flag.
Woo, and the whole sideline from Roncalli, the stands, everything just erupted on that play. That was a good play right there. Good job. The ball's thrown very nicely. Just couldn't come up with a big play. I mean, you got 2 defenders over there making a collision. It's kind of hard to bring down that ball. Great defense for Roncalli. Again, now they can get a good return on this and get some good field position.
Dwenger 6 of 11 on 3rd down tries. A high snap. And the return across the 50. To the 40. Inside the 40. What a return by Agresta, who's played a big game defensively and great play in special teams.
Here we go. Everything's set. It's all happening. If you want to watch some exciting football, I'll tell you, you don't have to go far. You just stay in high school football because this is the best of the best. I mean,
I couldn't agree with you more.
Thrilling.
Yeah, it really is. You know, a high school coach told me this year, he said, you know, really the level of play and the excitement, the pureness of the football contest ends at high school football. College and pros, you know, there's not a whole lot of help right now.
It seems like a lot of corruption once you get past high school, and this is all, like you said, pure football.
25, 20, down to the 21-yard line. Roncalli running wild right now.
We got about half of the stadium here in the RCA Dome erupting, all Roncalli fans. And why are they cheering? Well, it's because of big plays like this. What a great run, great blocking, outstanding plays. I'm telling you, Sergi coming up big, huge.
First down and 10 at the 22-yard line. Sergi again. Looks like the Saints might have been going for the ball a little bit on the stop by Matt Jones.
They could just take their time right now. It's 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and, wow, they got a good hunt there. 2nd and 4. They got the clock on their side right now as it ticks down to about 3:30. Still 1 timeout. And in good position right now.
3:20 left in the 4th quarter. Nick Johnson, the quarterback, with a man in motion. Sergi hangs on to the bobble, and he is dumped for a big loss on the play. Huge loss. Nick Klee, a 6'1" tackle with a big play.
Stay with the fundamentals. Stay focused. Kind of toss that baby. That back getting a little excited, getting a little bit too close to Johnson. Good job of just taking it down and not letting it be a big play the opposite way.
Now 3rd and 8 from the 20. At the 20.5-yard line. Johnson under some pressure. Has his man out there. It is complete. Little bit short, though, of the first down. Devin Green pulls it in. They're going to be a couple yards short. It'll bring up 4th down. A stop by Berghoff. And Berghoff
Great call right here to roll out. Sees the back in the flats. Good delivery, but great defensive play of coming up and taking out his legs and keeping him short of that first down.
There's that secondary we talked about earlier in the game that is as close to being perfect as you can get. Berghoff, a great play. Now a 4th down situation, and so far Roncalli is 3 of 4 on 4th down attempts. Timeout. 2:02 left to go in the 4th quarter.
This is fun.
I'm enjoying this.
This is fun. Now, from a unbiased position like we are, you know, we wish the best for both organizations, both programs, both schools. But from our standpoint, from an entertainment standpoint, I mean, it's fun to watch these 2 teams battling it out, and it's fun. This is fun for us. This is, I don't know if you're having fun, but I'm having fun. Every once in a while I see a smile on your face.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking if we got, just think if we got paid for doing this,
oh
how
my
fun
gosh.
that would be.
Wouldn't that be great?
That
Other
would
than
really
hot dogs and chili dogs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we get to broadcast the game with chili dogs. But they're okay. They're good.
Not bad.
If you get them fresh. That's the critical point.
Not only making healthy choices menu, but it is filling.
Yep.
And look at the enthusiasm, folks. 4th and 2 at the 14-yard line. This could be the game for Roncalli. 2:02 left to go, 4th quarter. The pitch. Sergi, first down to the 5. Tim Sergi. Again, you talk about senior leaderships, and you've got a sophomore who's stepping up big time.
What a gutsy call. I like that call. It's just straight ahead. We're just going to put our guys on your guys. Look at that. Good blocking. Just seals the hole off. And Sergi just takes it up the field. That looked easy. But I'll tell you, that's tough. 4th and 2. And they blocked that well. That is just good football.
First and goal from the 5. Sergi down to the 2-yard line. Oh, Dwenger. I'll tell you what, these guys have been out there for a while. You can tell they're getting a bit tired.
This little guy's all pumped up. Sergi doing a great job. He didn't even take the sweep. He just wanted to take a cutback. Take it in himself.
Schwarzkopf. The defense has been superb all season long. He prides himself on a great defense.
Coach is not pounding his chest as him being a tough guy.
Right.
He's actually showing some signal for the defense.
Timeout. And Roncalli wants to talk things over. Maybe more important, give their fans a little time to recharge here for the final drive with 1:12 left to go in regulation. Dwenger leads 21-16. Coming up, 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. This is Indiana high school football.
Yeah, this is great. Minute 12. Roncalli, 37 rushes, 144 yards. Coming up big right now. And this is all you want in any sport, is the opportunity to have the chance to win. That's what you want. You just hate to be totally out of it so early. But this is a game where both teams are still here, and both of them can make a big play.
No turnovers if you're Roncalli. From the 1-yard line. Sergi, he's in. Touchdown. Rebels take the lead. Tim Sergi, the sophomore, hits pay dirt. 1:09 left to go in the 4th quarter. That is huge. 22-21 Roncalli.
Sergi stepping up. The youngster just takes it in himself. Did a great job on this drive. I don't think that Marcus Nally is out. It's about other guys stepping up, and Sergi obviously stepped up to the plate with this. They're going for 2, too.
2-point conversion. Sergi. And the last-second surge, and he's in. Boy, he followed his blocking. Sergi gives Roncalli a little bit of a boost. Now a 3-point margin. It's going to take a field goal to tie and 4 to go ahead. Back in a moment. You're watching the 4A state finals on the IHSAA television network.